Hey everyone, we are back. Oh, big stretch. Oh, we are back for another Saturday studio session with Sakti. Straight at ya. So this is obviously not Ableton. This is just a little generative patch I was working on yesterday in VCV Rack, which is a very cool, free, modular synth environment, basically trying to emulate Euro Rack if you're familiar with external modular stuff. VCV Rack is super cool. Definitely worth picking up, especially if you want the free version. If you pay money, you can get it as a VST, which is great. But there's also, let's stop this thing. There's also this thing, Cardinal, which is to a certain extent affiliated with VCV Rack, as far as I'm aware. It is like a full-on branch open source version of VCV Rack, which is really cool, which comes with built-in VST features. So you'll see we are running it in Ableton, which is super cool. And it's magically making music, even though we've got no MIDI inputs or anything, because it's doing it all generatively internally with this NoteSeek, the NoteSec 16 here. Or not the NoteSec 16, this is the full NoteSec, which is a pretty cool little sequencer, especially for doing generative stuff, which I've really been enjoying recently. So I thought I'd just, today maybe just experiment a bit with Cardinal inside Ableton and see what we can get up to, which is really, I really enjoy the concept because it'll be something different every time when we hit play. And that's the coolest thing about generative, or one of the cool things about it, in my mind, is that you can kind of just set it and forget it and see what happens. And also, it kind of feels like it's alive in a way, which is really cool. So basically what we've done so far here is we've just got the typical, this is sort of my typical, like, bog standard VCV Rack setup. So I've got the Mind Meld Mix Master 16 channel, and then the aux expander. This is actually a separate thing from the mixer. This is just for all the aux inputs. So we've got a couple of send effects here, just plateau, which is a reverb, and dual delay. So we're sending the aux A through the plateau reverb and aux B through the dual delay. And then we've just got one synth voice, which is this macro oscillator here, which is slowly cycling through the various pitched models with this LLFO, the Bogue Audio LLFO. It's very cool, Cardinal. They've got so much built-in functionality that is straight out of VCV Rack. So if you're familiar with VCV, you can jump into Cardinal quite easily. They've got this, what is this? Basically a cloud emulator. So I'm going from, we've just got a basic synth voice here, right? This is going through, so the NoteSec is sending pitch information through the macro oscillator, which is then going through the clouds clone, and then we've just got like the reverb and the delay send cranked up on channel 1 here. And the neatest bit about Cardinal is you've got all these host capabilities, which are basically the built-in like what is it? The built-in VST components that allow it to work seamlessly with any DAW that you've got it running inside of. So we're hosting we're hosting MIDI information, which I'm not really using at the moment. I was using it on an earlier patch, but then decided to just generate pitch information internally. But we're hosting the time. We've got host time here, which has a bunch of different features. So we're using the reset feature to start and stop. That's basically all it's doing right now through the host MIDI is starting and stopping. So if I stop it in Ableton, it stops in Cardinal, and then the beat from the host time is triggering the envelope for this little macro oscillator, and it's also triggering the random reset for oh no, what is it? It's triggering the clock for the note sequencer here. So you'll see when we hit spacebar, it starts running the note sequencer, and then end of cycle is triggering the random feature on the note sequencer, so it's re-randomizing the chord just like that, re-randomizing the notes within the note sequencer. And we are in C Mixolydian. Ooh, something crazy. We were discussing C Mixolydian on the stream last week, which is basically a half minor, half major scale, as far as I am aware. Probably totally talking out of my ass, but who knows. So, and then yeah, so then the last thing is just out through the host audio feature. So this is just sending the audio out of Cardinal into Ableton. So that's it. Pretty chill, pretty basic, to be fair. Basic little patch that we've got going here. So I think maybe want to make this a little bit more interesting and actually make it a bit more random, so it's not just all the time on the 16ths. And I think we can do that in a couple of ways. So let's grab another little LFO, and we can LFO the frequency. Let's slow it down. Let's put this into the scope so we can see what it's doing. Let's turn up the rate here so we can kind of hear. Cool. So that'll just open and close the filter. Can even slow that down a little bit more. And maybe even pulse, stepped. Let's see what stepped is doing. Okay, so it's just open and close with stepped. Oh no, it looks like it's maybe stepping randomly. Yeah, it looks like it's stepping randomly. Scope is probably, to be honest, the most useful module in the entire VCV/Cardinal ecosystem, especially when you're first getting started like me and you have no idea actually what voltage control signals are being sent where. It's so helpful just to throw it into a scope and see what it's actually doing. So yes, it looks like that is stepping randomly. So let's maybe speed it up a little bit. Actually, this is exactly what I wanted, was some random stepping. I didn't know that. Actually didn't know that LLFO had that what's it called? That waveform option. So that's very cool. So let's maybe let's take the output from this LLFO into the FM input here on the filter too. What is this? I don't know why that's plugged in there. I don't need that. But maybe we can put a very slow change into the... And you can see, the nice thing is too, if you hover over the input or output, you can see what's actually happening with the voltage. So this one's moving very slowly, or this one's stepping. This one's slowly opening and closing because we've just got this pink one here going on a very slow sine wave, and we've just turned the offset down a bit and the scale down a bit because this is also cycling, as I said, the pitch models of the macro oscillator, and we don't want it to go all the way down to chords because then things start sounding weird. So that's neat. Cool, let's put this LLFO over here with you. And can maybe speed it up a little bit more. And then let's work on another voice. So actually, let's save this first because I'm sure they're going to fix this soon, but pretty much every, well, not every, but the surge modules anyway, all of these ones, every time I've tried to load one of these surge modules, it crashes Cardinal, which is a bummer because the surge stuff is super cool. This wavetable, where is it? Their wavetable VCO is super cool. But let's just see what other VCOs we got going on in here and maybe try and make a drone to sit underneath that random like ping delay melody that we've got going. I don't know, maybe let's do the Bifako one. Let's just copy and paste these. Can you not do that? You can't do that? What if I... Really? Okay. That's weird. That's got to be a glitch because you can copy them. When I right click, yeah. But it isn't. It is not listening to the keyboard. That's weird. Maybe if I turn, hang on. What if I turn off that? Let's see. Will that do it? No. Okay, well that's annoying. Let's just use the built-in ADSR, the built-in VCA. Let's try a different filter maybe. I really like the surge stuff, especially because it's got really good graphical feedback as opposed to a lot of these stuff which are like a lot of these other modules which are directly emulating hardware. The surge stuff is basically just a chopped up version of the surge synth inside of Cardinal, which is super cool. But dual filter, I don't know. And then yeah, I think that's everything we need just for a basic synth voice. So let's go with a square wave. And gate, what should we gate it to? We'll figure that out later. Let's go through what is going on here? In And then out, let's just plug this out into here and see what we get. Okay, nothing. Let's just gate this to the beat for now. Solo this. Okay, it's definitely sending information, but not very much. Level. Drop the attack down. Okay, and then nothing's coming out of there. Mix. Okay. This is why you don't play around with brand new modules on stream, because I have no idea what's going on with that module. Okay, so we've got that. But maybe let's not gate it to the beat. Is there some sort of a... Yeah, we could take this gate. Let's just turn the attack way up and the release way up. Drop the octave down. Let's take the min. So what this is going to do, I'm like over explaining things today because I feel like most of the people who tune in are Ableton people and not modular people. So apologies if you know all this and I'm over explaining, but basically we're taking the min pitch information. So volts per octave is pitch information in modular. We're taking the minimum. You can either take min, mid, max, random, right? So we're going to take the minimum pitch and put it through the even VCO. And I think, is there like a clock divider? Is this a clock divider? It looks like it. Yeah. If we take the gate into output divided. Oh, so I just have to, so that's just a clocking itself. Okay, fine. Let's Yo! How's it going, Heaven Hound? Welcome back. We're doing some modular stuff today. Okay, so let's get, obviously, some reverb. Ooh. Let's not put delay on that. I think we actually need to... I think we need to clock it out of a different sequencer. Let's get another note seek. Nice. Yeah, Cardinal is awesome, isn't it? Okay, stop. So let's turn this down to, what are we in? 116? This probably is a stupid way to do it, but I'm still learning. So let's, and this is in C Mixolydian. So let's take the, yeah, let's also take the minimum from here. and the divided output into the gate. And into the clock for the note sequencer. So this thing will be moving. Eights as far as we can divide it. Okay. I know. It's it's so wild that it's free. It's because I was like, okay, I should just save up for, which I still probably will, to be fair. I will at some point buy the VST version of VCV Rack, but yeah, it's so cool to have Cardinal as a free option. Let's, okay, so this is fine. I kind of want it to be moving even slower. Oh wait, here we go. It can move even slower. Actually, let's put this clock into maybe the normal clock. No. Let's put it into the divide by 8 clock, and then we'll have a divide by 24 clock. That's actually triggering the ADSR. Maybe that's too slow. Maybe let's go with divide by 12. And let's put... Ooh, what's this thing? That's interesting. Okay, let's go in here first, and then, because I'm trying to make this into like a real spacey pad. So this looks like it might be another cloud emulator, but I'm not sure. Oh, Luna. Sorry, my dog. 1 second, my dog wants to be let out. Just started hearing her whining behind me because I had the door shut, had her trapped in here. She wanted to go to the garden and yell at the neighbors or something. Okay, let's solo this bro again. It feels like it's it feels like it's got to be a Clouds. Another Clouds clone. Which I don't really feel like messing with, because if I'm honest, Clouds, I'm still just, oh look, this is another one. Yeah. Yeah, seriously, Eurorack is ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna save this real quick, and then... Oh, it didn't crash. Well, at least the reverb module works from Surge, so that's something. All right, let's go up here. Cool, what kind of... Ooh, they've got so many different... whatever the word is that I've totally forgotten. Algorithms. Deep space. Let's close this filter a bit. Now we're getting somewhere. But yeah, Eurorack, man, like, I would rather just buy a brand new computer. You know, like, I'd rather buy like the entire FabFilter plugin bundle or something before I spend all that much money on a synth. Like, I'd rather just buy if I was going to buy a hardware synth, I would just grab something like, you know, like a mini brute or something, just something that is standalone. It feels like such a better use of money. Bespoke synth? No, I don't know bespoke synth. Is it like a modular that you can like pre-customize? Is this even running? Okay, interesting. So this, because it's clocked off of this, will always run. It's probably a dumb way to do it. But I don't know how to... There's gotta be another kind of clock that's more useful. But I'm still learning all the different modules. BPM clock? Yeah, maybe let's try this. It's more like a modular DAW. Huh. That sounds interesting. I will check that out. Nice. Yeah, that sounds cool. Okay, so if I clock this from... Yeah, and then okay, let's try that. Oh, but it doesn't, but it's not a divider. Annoying. Okay, let's try one more. And then give up. What's this thing? Polyrhythmic clock generator. That sounds cool. Divider? Let's just try this one. And then... Okay, so if you raise the denominator, right, that'll be dividing it. Let's just test that theory. Okay, no. We will figure this out off stream. It's boring watching me not know how all the clocks in here work. So, we've got a little thing. Oh, but if we stop... Yeah, that's the annoying thing. Because it's clocked off of this thing, it's just going to keep going. Well, shucks. I'll just live with it for now. And then Because it really adds to the ambiance of this stream, doesn't it? Oh, hello. Kitten Mittens. Sir. Not right now. Okay. Cool. So, the whole idea was, let's create some sort of an interesting generative baseline to work off of, and then try to make some interesting beats on top of it, maybe. I don't know if I'm amped on this pad sound yet, though, so let's keep playing with this a bit. Let's maybe modulate the pulse width a little bit. Slow that way down. And modulate the FM as well. Oh no, that's way too much. Not implemented. So sync's not doing anything? Is that what they're trying to say? And this is pitch, okay. Wait a minute. Can we take the random volt per octave input from there and then get like... This isn't polyphonic though, isn't it? That's interesting though, because it's like there's two different competing... There's two different pitches competing for it. That's cool, actually. Are they both? Yeah, they're both Mixolydian. That's starting to sound really atonal, though. Why don't we just go to minor, and maybe it'll all sound a little bit more joined up. Sounds too creepy though. Let's try major. I've actually really been enjoying writing in major recently, ever since that track last week. Especially for ambient stuff too, I feel like. But why is it... Okay, it's still sounding... Let's try max. Let's take the max output instead. Okay, so now we're feeding it the minimum and maximum pitch information at two different clock speeds. I mean, it sounds cool, but I wonder if... Let's grab another note sequencer, put it on C major as well. Clock it from... We'll clock it from the beat to... Let's clock it from... Let's put the random through its... Or it can be its own end of cycle, really, because it's running at the same speed. And then let's take... So now it's... Oh, no. I wanted to clock it from this. Is that going into the... No, this one. Okay, so now that both of the note sequences are moving at the same speed. So let's try that. If we take the max, feed that in now. This is all based on my very limited understanding of modular, but basically my theory was, since the pitch information that we were feeding into the two different pitch inputs of the even VCO were coming at different speeds, then it was trying to and I think it's a monophonic. I'm pretty sure it's a monophonic. Yeah, because there's no polyphony options on it. So I'm pretty sure that it like could have been creating weird off out of key pitches, maybe because they were fighting at different the two pitch values were coming in at different speeds, so like it was fighting and ending up in a middle frequency which wasn't part of the scale. That's my theory anyway. Feel free to tell me I'm full of it in the comments. Anyway, but now it sounds like maybe no. I was gonna say it sounds like maybe the max pitch value is winning now, but I don't think it is. Let's turn up the random amount a little bit more on that second one. Cool. All right. I like that. Yeah, exactly, right? It's like, it's a cool, like, it's so much of a different headspace from actually writing like song structure and doing like, yeah, just doing typical sort of songwriting in Ableton kind of thing. I really like the sort of the headspace that it gets you into doing modular stuff. I find it very relaxing. Okay, so let's do something else. This is what I think is the coolest thing about Cardinal, is that you can then just drop more plugins after it, which is just, having played it around in VCV Rack for a long time, the ability to just then route it through other entire plugins is pretty wild. So I was thinking maybe something like hysteresis. Which is where... It's in effects. I'm just blind. Okay. And let's just turn the wet all the way up on hysteresis. Let's see if we get some interesting stuff. It's like barely getting any signal. If we put a utility between them and crank the... Huh. Weird. Okay, maybe we don't need that. So cool. This is the kind of stuff that just... Oh, it just tickles me. I love it. Sound design is endlessly enjoyable. That's cool. But is there a... Turn the depth down? Just feed in a little bit of it. Cool. I'm just continually saving it because I don't fully trust this build of Cardinal yet. I mean, I know it's the stable build, but just because all the surge stuff crashes it every time, don't fully trust it yet. So let's... What else was I going to try? Maybe Gate Lab. Turn up the randomization a little bit. Oh no, that's the like granularization. Let's turn that down. This is randomization. Yeah. And I mean, I know we're in major, or at least some of these note sequencers are in major. Okay, yeah, they're all in major. Just for whatever reason, feels like it's still passing through some very creepy sounding pitch information. Let's just take the max out of that, and maybe that'll make it behave. Cool. I don't think the gate lab is what we want. It's just giving it some interesting stereo width, really. That's sort of all hysteresis is doing. It's cool. Turn the pad down slightly. I dig it. Let's grab a grain delay. So cool. So cool. Let's just do tiny amount of pitch information. Ooh, ooh. Man, this is wild. I love when you get a new plugin, something like Cardinal, that is just so powerful and you feel like suddenly you've got an entirely new universe of sound design in front of you. Alright, let's EQ it a little bit. Just get a little bit of that muddiness out of there. Actually, we can probably just turn the pad down a little bit more inside it. and cut it off a little bit higher. I mean, this is sick. Okay. Speed it up a little bit. This is pretty cool. I had a very different kind of track or idea in mind when I first opened up Ableton, but this is where we're at, and I am not mad about it. Push the highs a little bit, maybe. Cool. Okay. Now, what I think would be neat is... that pad is just never going to shut up. It's going to be our constant companion. What if I just type in grain? Okay. Don't know where these came from, but these are cool. These are super cool. What is this? What is this sample pack? Oh, it's Mr. Bill, obviously. That's where I got all my good samples. These are so good. God. Just like perma-gridding. Okay, let's find something that like kind of sounds rhythmic. Yeah, this one. So let's drop this into, let's give ourselves an audio track here in the drum channel, put this in here, loop it out, quantize it aggressively. I think that did a good job quantizing. Let's amount. Let's try. I think we might have to be a bit more precise about this. And let's what was that going to do? Oh, put it on forward mode. It's warped. Yeah, put it on no, not reverse it. Put it on beats, forward, turn down. Cool. Maybe pitch it down too. Cool, but there's now like a really deep clicking in there, so let's cut that out. Do you hear that? Doesn't sound nice. Sounds cool though. Let's pitch it down even more. That sounds like it would sit well. Cool. Let's slow it down. And let's just preserve 16ths. Or eighths. Nice. Okay, cool. We're getting somewhere. This needs reverb. Because that is the kind of tune we are writing. Dark Hall, maybe for starters. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Solo that so we stop listening to the drone. And then Cardinal has an effects version. So is it set up? Yeah, it's already set up. So it's just feeding the audio right through. We don't need any of this crap, I don't think. Cool. Yeah, cool. So if we just... Excuse me? Those are the outputs, these are the inputs. Okay, so if I do it this way? That's so cool. I know I sound like this is my first time making music, and I'm like my mind is just being blown by this plugin. Alright, let's turn the dry down. No. Let's turn the wet down actually. Turn the decay time down a bit. Maybe turn the pre-delay up. Cut out some of these. Some of the low coming into it. That is super cool. Let's turn this. What if we turn the pre-delay like way up? Nah. This is chill. Oh, hang on, my wife's texting me. All right, what should we do next? What should we do next? My wife is in the States, actually, at the moment, and she just texted me to say I didn't bring any freaking jumpers. That's what happens when you pack them right at the last minute. But I mean, also, like, it's so warm in the States right now, at least compared to London. It was like 30 in DC. I mean, Celsius, obviously. Which is like, that's hot. That is hot. For April, especially. Okay, let's grab a kick. And I was basically thinking about like trying to do some really weird like digital. Oh, I have all these beatbox. kicks. Maybe let's try one of those, actually. Let's get rid of that MIDI channel. Grab another audio track. And grab... No, actually, I am lying. Let's do this in MIDI. That's dope. Okay, can we just copy and paste so the kick's going through the Cardinal too now, right? Nice. Okay, I think we need a little bit less wet signal on the... I was just thinking about how different this is from the tune we were writing last week. Last week we were writing like bro step, and this week we're writing generative ambient. All right, let's see what other kind of grains. What other kind of grain stuff Mr. Bill has for us? That one's cool. This, I'm thinking... Actually, let's do this in MIDI too, and just put it in here. I just think there's a really cool little high-end bit. And let's just... maybe give ourselves a bit longer of a clip. Like that. Cool. And then we can... yeah, cool. And then we can just change the velocity on those. Oh. Over here, sir. Okay. Nah, that's too straight for this beat, I think. Let's jazz it up. Yeah, that's a cool... I really like the little springy... the really springy little high end on that thing. So... EQ. Get rid of all the low end on this. Yeah, I think we just don't need that. Anything above or below that click, we don't need. Is it really faded to the right? Not really, just a little bit. It's just my left ear doesn't work. So... I mean, let's maybe pan it a little bit, because it is definitely off-center. Okay. Cool. Now, what if we just type in click? That is exactly what I was thinking. Let's grab ourselves another MIDI channel. Doing a lot of MIDI drums today. And dare I say, put in a snare. A straight snare, maybe. Oh, that's too fast. Maybe a straight snare is too on the nose for this track. And I think we need to cut some low end out of that one too. Yeah, that's probably fine. Let's... Nice. I'm enjoying this. I've been feeling like I've been making the exact same drum pattern all the time recently, so I just wanted to try some really different sounding drums for a change. Do we need... Actually, let's just for CPU purposes, let's just put the Cardinal on the group. And maybe even turn it down a bit more. Turn the wet down a bit more. Cool. No, I don't think we want... Or at least not at the moment. Let's just glue it together a bit more. These are feeling like they could be even shorter. Cool. All right. All right. It started sounding like the snare was on the 2 and the 4 in my head because of audio hallucination stuff. Cool. All right. Now I think we're ready to start building on this little pad we've got a little bit more, make it a little bit more melodic. So, what do we want to do? Maybe grab good old Vital. Actually. Decent sampler. Let's go with decent sampler. And let's load. Maybe this slinky violin? The duet? Because I feel like... Why are we still hearing... Oh. Because that's just loaded in there. Okay. JK. Let's name this. This is Cardinal. Okay. That was real confusing. What were we doing? Where are all the sample libraries? Volitions, maybe. I mean, let's just pick one randomly. I thought this was Venus Theory. Another amazing sound designer. Cool, 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 cool. All right. I mean, this is a good sample library. This is super cool. Yeah, I like this Arctique one. So, also free, by the way. Definitely worth grabbing. Decent sampler. Is incredibly powerful. Well, it's very useful as a tool, and it's powerful because of all of the free, really high quality free sample libraries that are available for it. So it's, if you're going to go with something that is like basically a free contact library kind of thing, Decent Sampler is super cool. All right, and maybe it is time for some song structure. So, okay, let's label this stuff. Kick. This is grain pattern. This is hat. And this is snare. Okay, excellent. So let's move all of you, oh, no, all of you over here. So we can start with just Cardinal. Let's just put in like an empty MIDI clip, if that doesn't break it. No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Just to signify Cardinal's actually running there. And then let's get ourselves another MIDI clip here for Decent Sampler. And we are in C major, which is just all of the white keys. So that's super easy. All right, we need to play around with this Decent Sampler voice a little bit. Feedback. Interesting. Yeah, let's go for a little bit, something a little bit higher maybe. Let's filter it to... and maybe even... actually, maybe should we just go for like a full-on like drone with Decent Sampler, maybe? Are we getting? Yeah, we are. We're just filtering it. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm super hot on this. Let's turn the feedback down and the tone down more. Sounds cool. Maybe we can automate that. Do we need the sub? I don't know if we do. Let's try it. Let's try something totally different. This is all okay. Do I have did I get Spitfire? Did I get Labs back? Yeah, I did. Let's try Labs instead. Error. Oh no. No, no, no. Don't have time for this. Oh, really? Where did it... It lost all of my presets, but I haven't moved anything around. Okay. Fine, Labs. If that's the way it's going to be, we'll go back to decent. Okay. Chimera. This sounds like it is a bit more like it, maybe. Let's try the different types of... Yeah, Labs is always like... It's always been a pain. I mean, it's got some decent sample libraries in it, but as far as like stability, Decent Sampler feels better so far. I mean, I've probably played with them about the same amount, which is to say not very much, but I think I like Decent Sampler more so far. This one, Rumian. They don't want you to download it. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like that same exact issue happened to me before as well, where I had a bunch of different sample libraries downloaded. I mean, yeah, the way that they, I don't know, it's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying, like, even just, if I remember, even like just how to download Labs is like very convoluted, and like there's not like, it's, yeah, it's just weird. Okay, let's get something. Maybe this is where we use GateLab. And put it through. Let's put it through Supermassive. Let's turn down the granularness. Put it on infinity so it keeps changing. Let's pitch this all up. Let's pitch it up another one. This on narrow, there we go. I hate that Ableton got rid of that. I spent ages like Googling it, like why can't I how do you set the adaptive grid to be like by default? It's not a thing anymore, apparently. No adaptive grid by default. It is just... Yeah, I don't know why they took away that feature. That's... feels like a weird decision. Alright, let's mess with this more. So they took away... You used to be able to say, just like as standard, have adaptive grid at whatever width in the settings. But it's like, it's not... It's no longer a setting. They in Ableton, in Live 11, they just got rid of that. And so, and unless you know Heaven Hound, and I'm just being dumb and there's a way to do it, but apparently they, like, from what I was reading on Reddit or wherever, they just got rid of that feature. Let's get an EQ and cut out some of the low mids. And play around with some of these. Yes. Yes, I agree. It's such a weird decision. And they were like, no, this is an improvement. This is an intentional Live 11 improvement. Okay, this is cool. Could probably be cooler. Let's give it a little bit more movement. Maybe we want this back down an octave. And... What was emergence again? What does this do? Oh, this is granular. This is a granular thing, isn't it? I haven't played with this at all, though. What? That's so weird. Okay. We can lock it to the scale, though, yeah? This is really interesting. Okay. Let's just try it with one. Is there a dry wet? Oh, okay, so I can just, that's dry wet. Okay, like that. Interesting, but that seems to have made it totally mono, so what if you put it back here? Interesting. I feel like it's not. Just put the pitch back at 0. Okay, there we go. Okay. This is cool. Oh, it's peaking. Let's put a limiter here. Oh no, it's peaking coming out of emergence. Because we're pushing the volume too much? Okay. Now let's keep that and just put it down here. It's cool. It's a cool. Oh no, it's a cool. It's a pretty cool plugin, but I don't think. I think we want something a bit more droney for this channel. Maybe even turn the gate lab off. Get rid of that limiter. Let's go for some more like chordal stuff here. Oh wait, headphones? Oh man, we've been going for 90 minutes already. Time flies when you're playing with new plugins. Let's make this a bit more of an interesting pattern. Nope, nope. think we need even less movement in it for now. And let's get back into... maybe turn the mix down on the Supermassive a little bit. That's okay, there we go. I was like, it is not displaying the chord that it's actually playing. Let's try a different... Okay, I don't know if I like that one. Which one? Mini piano? Some violin, maybe? Very quiet. Maybe that could work. Okay, let's duplicate this section. And then maybe let's kick it up a notch a little bit in this section. I think now it's time for Vital. It's getting a little bit too mellow in here. Need to maybe... Oh, it's a frickin' audio channel, bro. Oh. There we go. Got this sweet new skin for Vital. Oh, I really enjoy it. I'm looking very... It's looking very dark. I think it's just because it's gotten like much sunnier outside. Hang on a sec. Didn't make much. Doesn't make much of a difference. Just cranked the key light up a little bit. Anywho. Anywho, vital. I mean, this is gonna, that's not gonna be the right. That is not gonna be what we need. Let's turn this on. Oh, that could be cool. Let's give that a go. Let's turn down. Oh, let's change this around. Okay, all right. There's so much noise. This is cool though. It's a cool patch. That is a cool patch. I dig it. Okay, let's see if we can do something interesting here. Let's not be lazy. Let's not like copy MIDI or anything. Let's just write a new line, a new harmony in here. So narrow. So annoying. Give ourselves a chord, or give ourselves an interval. Hang on, are we getting polyphony? No. And it sounds very monoed, but I don't know why that is, because it is spreaded all the way out. I don't think we need to like the drone and the low drone in here either. Which voice is droning? Both of those. Okay. Okay, so what's monoing it? I guess it is definitely in. Yo! The one guy. Modular's too much for me. Cardinal has too many modules. 100%. 100%. It is a steep learning curve. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But it is... Honestly, it took me like so long to come back around to wanting to learn Cardinal and or VCV. I remember my buddy, one of my good buddies from college showed it to me like 6 years ago. Was it really that long ago? Like 5 years ago maybe, but it took me that long to be like, okay, fine, I will now try and learn VCV. Let's turn this down. Okay, we need to change up the LFO on here. This one is moving too fast. And maybe we can just have it cycle like that instead. Maybe turn this down too. And maybe get It doesn't have much release on it. It's just got a load of... Hang on. Solo U. What is feeding back forever? Maybe it's the delay. Oh, that's adding a lot though. Let's just turn the feedback down on the delay. Okay. Okay, alright, let's keep going. Let's get another interval here. I just think we don't want the filter to open up that much on this thing. Oh, you know why? Because this is stepping pitch information, and it's probably not stepping it in the right scale. So we might need to redo. We might need to redo all of this actually. Let's just take all these steps down for a sec. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. And then let's just get some good. Let's get a good interval in here, and then we can try step, or maybe even just, actually, maybe easier to just arpeggiate it externally. Okay, just a little rising, and then let's add. The skin, what's the skin called? It is a cool skin, right? I don't know if it's compatible. I think this is, yeah, this is 1.5. What is the skin called? Where did I save them? Did I put it in here? If I was smart, I would have put it in here with the presets. I thought it said just says custom theme. I swore that it said in here. I don't know where I saved that stupid theme. Anywho, I don't know if it's compatible with 1.0 or not, but 1.5 is, you can get 1.5 free as well, I think. Unless it doesn't work with your DAW or something. I think it's called like after hours, or like after the club or something. Oh, that's right, 1.5 isn't the stable. Yeah, I'm living it. I'm living on the edge. Yeah, it's called like club something or after hours something. If you look in the big like thread, the big skin thread on the Vital forum, I'm pretty sure it's just one of the ones in there that I came across as I was browsing around. Maybe give it a bit more of a knee on this filter here. And then let's add some more voices here. Maybe even another voice. Okay, now let's arp it up. Cool. Sixteenths is probably too fast, huh? Honestly, it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to just to put that stupid skin on Vital, but I saw I was watching somebody else produce, and they had one of the really cool skins that comes with the paid version, which again, definitely if you can afford it, I will do one day. Buy the paid for version because Vital is just so cool. But yeah, he had one of the like skins that came with the paid version, and I was like, oh, his version of Vital looks way cooler than mine. What is that? Yeah, totally. I think it's totally worth doing. I mean, Matt Titel is a legend, honestly, for putting this thing out there for free. And Helm is also super cool. But yeah, I definitely want to throw him $80 or something for the pro version at some point. Let's drop this down. We only need to go through one step on the arpeggiator. Yeah, whatever. Keep it on eighths, and let's go thumb up, thumb up. This is pretty chill. Phase plant, man. Phase plant is super cool. Surge, Vital, and Helm. Yeah, I know, right? What, Phase plant makes learning FM easy? That's cool. Phase plant is like such a powerhouse. I don't have it, but like I've watched a few tutorials on what you can do with it. It is wild. It is wild looking. Oh, and they added a granular modular. That's dope. Yeah, pigments, man. Pigments look super fun too. Also, Factory. If you haven't checked out Sugar Bites, they make really cool stuff. Factory is so cool looking. A lot of the sort of it has a lot of the sort of like modular routing stuff. Like it has a big routing matrix. Hang on, let me see if I can find an image of this thing. Yeah, this. So it's got this big routing matrix on it, which is super cool and super intuitive. And you can just make liquid modular is what they call it. Yeah, it is Tom Cosm has a couple of really cool videos on Factory where he makes some really interesting patches. So yeah, that's another one that's on my list when I am super loaded. Effectrix. Yeah, exactly. Effectrix is also super cool. Okay, now I think what we need is a sub. Let's get another vital going in here. Oh, this is audio. And I made this Reese. I know this, bear with me. I know this is gonna sound ridiculous, but what if we put a Reese bass underneath this and get a little bit heavier? So here we introduce this arping thing, and maybe let's get a Reese that follows the arp. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? We're not really gonna do this. Let's go. One voice. I know. But we're gonna make it chill. It's gonna be chill. Don't worry. I know. And filter immediately. Actually, we can do it in here. We can just put everything through a filter. Okay, let's get... Oh, I put like a crazy macro on here. But you know, you never know what... Wait, let's disconnect. Hang on. It's macroing? Yeah, let's remove that and just put an LFO and slow it way down. Okay, cool. Maybe we actually want to change this. I don't even know what the melodic structure of this track is yet at all. Okay, I think that's the low, because everything's pitched down, so I don't even know where I'm at. Everything is pitched down in the vital, like 3 octaves. Lol. Okay, so yeah, so F3 should be F0. So that's the lowest we can go. I mean, I did not think this is the kind of tune I was going to use that Reese in, but I like it. All right, let's have it open and close this LFO. Oh, it is just not going fast enough. This is getting fun. I dig it. Let's see. What do we got? We are in C. I have some... I don't even know where they are. I have tonal kicks somewhere. Kick C. No? I'm probably just scrolling right by them. No, not that. These. Yeah, something a little bit heavier then for this section. Let's rename this. This is the beatbox kick. And this is the punchy kick. Should we just copy? Yo, what's up? Yulani Nugget TV. And load up the sample. All right, let's filter it way down. Well, thank you for typing rules, Yulani. People don't very often do that, but as you'll see, they're very low key in terms of in the rules department. Just be nice. Okay, so is this actually maybe let's grab a low cut here and turn it on just in this section, just to be safe. Get rid of all the kick, all the low end in the beatbox kick when this punchy kick comes in. Just turn it into some hard style Heaven Hound. Let's see. I was thinking like I wanted like something in the you know, like Flim, like that Aphex Twin track, something in the sort of like punchy, glitchy / super ambient Venn diagram for this track. Hang on. Quiet. I mean, it's a cool pad. Oh, I've got all these voices. That could be cool actually in here, or at some point. Oh no, I'm getting distracted. Okay, that's maybe something we can work with. Let's copy the snare MIDI onto there for starters. And I think we're gonna have to tune this thing. Let's see. Tune. Tuner. Hang on, let's make this longer, see if we can actually get something tonal out of it. No, not really. Okay, let's grab an EQ. What's this fundamental? B. Okay, let's pitch it up a semitone. Okay, so that is maybe a little bit more in key, but the trick with doing it that way is that the tuner usually picks up on wherever you've put the resonant spike and not the actual fundamental of the sample. So let's try to maybe do it by ear here. That actually sounds good enough. All right, let's go back to, let's shorten these up. Maybe put these on the straight. Cool. What's the arc in the right bottom corner? Oh, that was the, I think the tuner. So this is just, like, if we put it on, well, if we put it on that, it's gonna, if we just create a new synth here, like an operator, and then we can throw a tuner on it, and it'll show you exactly, so like, that's a C. And so it's very helpful. Like for drum samples, or for things that are very atonal, or if you get a sample from a sample pack that is out of key, or it's tuned to some sort of weird tuning or something, you can just pitch it, you know, dial it in, so it's right on key. Okay, don't think we want to go for a straight beat yet. And maybe we want to just have like a little off beat. And maybe even just pitch this down. Something like a... No, that's too much. Let's go down a fifth. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Up one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, down a fifth. No. Down a third, maybe? Yeah, cool. Alright. And then let's make it every other. Because it's a bit too much. And we can even shorten up the sample a bit more, I think. Like so. A bit more. Yeah, we've got really teeny tiny drums on this one. We need teeny tiny sample lengths. Okay, so let's just listen to the drums. Get rid of this reverb. Maybe turn this length down a little bit more. And cut off the low a little bit more too. Okay, cool. I think we can actually risk a little bit more length now that we've cut out all that low end. Sub's a bit loud. Let's call this Reese sub. I think it's actually filtering up too high still. Get rid of a little bit of that neon there. Okay, cool. Let's sidechain it from the punchy kick. Cool. And let's sidechain the melody just slightly from the punchy kick too. And actually, where was that? Let's call this what are we gonna call this? I don't know. The digital thing. Let's actually put a little bit more of the low end back in the snare. It's just that pop I don't really like. Maybe we can just precision cut that bit out. Hang on. Very tonal. Interesting. I think it's basically just like in that range that... I mean, y'all probably have no idea what I'm talking about if you're not wearing headphones, but trust me, it's a thing. I can hear it. I don't think it needs to be cut that hard, though. Okay. I don't know if I like that at all, actually. Let's try getting a little, like, rim shot and just layering it up under there. Something like that, maybe. Okay. Interesting. Let's cut off that beginning. Yeah, so it's not like flamming. And then we can fade it. And we might actually need to tune this too. EQ. Let's see where this fundamental is. It's not even really picking it up. Looks like A though. Whatevs. Let's do it by ear. Yeah, that sounds better. But it's starting to sound a bit too straight, so let's mess with this rhythm. Okay, now that is like halftime, but maybe let's add in a few more of these. All right, let's open up this loop. a bit more. Ugh, okay, hang on. Let's just consolidate, loop you out. Okay, and then something like that. Missing something here. We had the Cardinal turned off. All right, this is cool. But I'm a bit lost now. So let's give it a listen from the top. It's not really a violin. It's more like a pad. Rim shot. Bring the kick in later. Dig it. Still think we got a little too much reverb on the drums. Or actually, maybe what it is. Turn the high cut down a little bit. Feeling it. That's actually sort of what I had in mind with this project. So I think then for this section here, we can maybe even add in. What should we try? I'm thinking like it's time for maybe a bit of a lead, but I don't know what to do it with. Actually, where is... Maybe I haven't reinstalled it. I thought I had like a hang drum.
I'm singing with the boys. I'm singing with the boys.
Wait, what is that sample from? No, I thought I had a... I probably haven't reinstalled it. I had a cool like hang drum. There's a somebody makes like a free hang drum plugin. But whatevs, let's try. There's something indecent that is... Yeah, this kalimba maybe. That could do it. Something like that. Let's just give ourselves like a slightly smaller loop to begin with. Yes, totally works. And I think, well, let's just get a melody going here first. It's very, maybe that's too low. Okay. I'm trying to tone all the way down. Okay, that's what it does. Okay, interesting. And if we turn it all the way up. Okay, fine. Let's, for the sake of making everything sit in the same place, let's just use the Cardinal reverb on the hang drum, or on the kalimba too. But just crank up the wet. Okay, it's really adding up on that interval. The volume, I mean. What if we... Yeah, it is. There we go, yeah. Oh, we could actually do that and make it a little bit humanized. Nice, okay. And then let's grab hysteresis again and try and screw around with this a bit. So basically what I'm doing, whenever I mess around with hysteresis stuff, I just put it on 100% wet and then just flip through. Because honestly, what hysteresis is doing under the hood is kind of a mystery. So I just like to hit the random button and see what sort of magic emerges, like this, and then just dial it back. I give it a little bit of wet. Put it before the reverb. No, it actually sounded way better after. Oh no, did that like mess it up? That's weird. It seems like reordering them like messed with the preset in hysteresis. That's weird. It's like just reverb. That's a wild one. Oh, that's just some really cool, like, wet textures. I mean, you could get some really cool sound design, just resample yourself, like flipping through a bunch of hysteresis presets. Just resample the whole thing, and then you've got like a whole sample pack. You can just like chop that up and release it and get people to pay you for it. Okay, let's put a little bit of saturation on here. Just a tiny bit. Cardinal sounds a bit loud. Okay. Maybe this melody or this lead can move a little bit faster. Expanding it vertically, trying to zoom in. Okay, and maybe a little bit of like filter delay on this thing. Oh, hang on 2 seconds. Getting a phone call. Let's just listen to it from the top. Just my wife. She misses me. She's in America. For like 10 days too. But I was like, hang on. Stream takes preference. You're not that important. I'm kidding, by the way. What is this? Okay, this is the lead. In so much as it's a lead, it's very, very mellow for a lead. But it's a mellow tune. We haven't even got any effects layers going on yet. But I really like the overall sort of all the textures we got going on in here. Okay, need to dial down this. If we turn the dry, then we just have the delay channels. But I don't think we want that. Something like this, maybe. And then we can take the volume down on these a bit. Actually, maybe let's just make it like super straight. Yeah, just give it a little bit more groove. Somewhere. Let's get rid of that. Let's just duplicate this section again. Maybe invert it. The master is clipping a bit, so let's pull this all back a little. Just the melody groups clipping. Groove. Cool. All right, all right. Let's duplicate this section. And let's layer on something else on top of this lead. So maybe grab another vital. Or vert. Gonna turn this down because I think vert's pretty intense. another free synth plugin. It's cool stuff from Noise Engineering. Oh. That one's cool. Let's cut the lows out of this too. Nice, and then let's duplicate that, get rid of the drums in the sub. Maybe turn off the kalimba too. Let's actually rename this into kalimba so we know what's going on. This is, I don't know, lead pad? Maybe? This is cool. This is cool. Going back to my roots a bit, making some ambient stuff. Been making too many heavy beats recently. Probably actually gonna have like a whole EP worth of ambient stuff coming out soon. Or actually that's, I actually did just put a whole EP of ambient stuff out. Actually there's a whole album of ambient stuff on my Bandcamp, but I wasn't really counting those because they're all like tracks that like old tracks, like 15-year-old or something that I found on an old hard drive. So I just like picked out a couple of the coolest ones and like slapped a bunch of weird effects on them, kind of like time stretched them and stuff, and did some interesting stuff and turned it into a bit of a different take on the old tracks. But there's a bunch of new ambient stuff that I've been writing recently as well. So yeah. And then maybe... Okay, I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I don't know what it is. So if we want to turn off, if we want to tell Cardinal to stop it, cut it out for a sec, I feel like we have to just do this. I mean, I'm sure this is like a real noob workaround, but if we want Cardinal to not play, the way that I've got it set up currently, right, I think I have to like there's probably a way to, because it's just hosting the like start stop here from Ableton. So if Ableton is running, it will be running. So I don't know another way of doing this except like maybe there's a built-in module or something, like a mute module or something in Cardinal. But easy way, just mute it through utility way. Okay, cool. So speaking of, I'm just like writing a whole new track now, but speaking of, let's time stretch some stuff. Let's get, is it in here? Paul stretch? Where is it? Paul, where are you, bro? There we go. Okay. Let's duplicate the lead pad thing, freeze it. I think this works, but actually I think I might have to bounce. I think I might actually have to just bounce the channel. This is taking it a minute. Flatten. Okay, so if I put Paul Stretch on this channel, I can't... Can I load? No. That would be too convenient. Okay, so let's just bounce this. With no dithering, 24-bit. Okay. Let's bounce it to this project. What are we going to call this? Lead pad. Ooh. That'll take a minute. Two and a half hours in. The chat seems to have quieted down a bunch. Probably call it here in like another 20-30 minutes. I just feel like 2 hours is often not enough. I know that's what I've like got on my streaming schedule for these music production streams, but usually I end up going 3 hours just because like I think by the time it gets to 2 hours in, I'm like super in the flow and I'm like got a whole bunch of ideas and maybe got a cool tune cooking and I'm like, I don't want to stop now. Okay, cool. So now we've got Paul and now we can open up this sample. And oh no, wait, we can we we have to get it. Oh my god, okay. No. Yeah, no, it isn't here. Right? Dropbox. Oh my goodness. Ableton. What do we call this? Cardinal experiments. There we go. Load. What? Okay, hang on. Cardinal experiments. Really? Yeah, load the... Okay, this is frustrating. I have done this before. I know it works. Oh, you can drag and drop. Okay. That did not work the last time okay, anyway. Let's do some Paul Stretch stuff now. So... let's stretch it... I don't know, a dumb amount. The algorithm, like whatever algorithm they developed for Paul Stretch is wild. Like the fact that they can stretch audio so many times over and have it sound so clean still is just, it's incredible. All right, I think we need to crank this though. It's a very quiet sample. And let's pitch shift it. Nice. That's cool. I don't think we need that though. Harmonics? This is cool. That's interesting. I've never played with that before. I think that's... hang on. Oh, that's cool. You can actually even like speed up samples. What is it? Okay. Let's I think maybe 8 times is fine. It's starting to sound a little bit distorted, but let's mess with the whatever FFT size stands for. Okay, so it sounded... Oh, interesting. Okay, it sounds way cleaner with the size cranked up. Interesting. Oh, cool, and you can actually, like, move around the routing internally, too. That's cool. What's this ratios thing? Okay. No idea. I need to read up on Pulse Stretch a bit more. There's so many more things going on here. So many more, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Features than I thought it had, honestly. I thought it was really just a time stretcher. Frequency spread. Interesting. Okay. Let's turn that off. And there's a filter. That's cool. So... Stop. Okay, render. Okay, let's go back into the project file. And Paul pad and 24 bits fine. Okay. Is it immediately rendered? Yeah. Looks like it. Paul pad. Okay, no, it's still rendering. Or it looks like it's still rendering. Now are you done? There we go. Okay, cool. So let's get rid of this, because we have this elsewhere. Let's get rid of that there. And that is just the pole. We don't actually need that anymore. So we can just have this here. My favorite color. That's a good question. It used to be red when I was little. I loved red. But I think now it's probably purple. It's still very quiet. Why? What's your favorite color? Was that the question of the day that I had set up? No, it wasn't. There's a question of the day command. I think it's just favorite outdoor activity. There you go. Question of the day. Which also, for me, that's a hard question. But probably would have to say snowboarding. Okay, let's crank this. That's cool. But it feels like there might be some... Oh no! 9 days! This is how they get you, man. I feel like I'm probably going to end up buying Soothe because it is just... It's so good. I mean, like, you could probably do that to a certain extent with, like, an EQ. Let's make it a little bit more selective. Nah, screw it. It sounded better. Cutting a bunch of the highs out. You could do that with an EQ. It would just be like... Soothe is so powerful because it is real-time ducking based on its analysis of resonances, right? So it's like an adaptive... It's like a dynamic EQ, but even more intelligent. I think let's duplicate this channel. I mean, it's a tough question. I love all the colors equally, if I'm honest, except for like nasty mustard brown, like you know, like baby poo yellow. I do not appreciate baby poo yellow. That color can just fuck right off. Color combinations, yeah. I follow a I follow an account on Mastodon that is just like random, like really complementary color combos, and it gives you the hexadecimal code for them too, and I love it. It's so cool for like design stuff, because it just gives you great ideas for colors that work together. Hang on, I'm just gonna shut the curtain because it's like still very dark on camera. Oh, you're following it too on Mastodon? That's awesome. Yeah, that's right. I followed you on Mastodon the other day too. Yeah. It's dope, honestly. Uh, as far as like a social media platform can be dope, it's just so much. It's just so nice to not be on Twitter anymore. God, I didn't realize how much I hated being on Twitter until I got off of it. Okay, so what we were gonna do is just actually switch this out. Switch this for... Switch it for what? Maybe... Oh, the voice. That's what I was going to try. I was going to try the voice box. Chromatic voices, choral. That's cool. I think that one sounds really good. The Galaxy voices. This is a free, or not free, you know what I mean. Built-in stock Ableton pack, or whatever they call it. Yeah, pack. Alright, let's double this, maybe quadruple it. Voices, let's call it, let's grab a, honestly sounds really good, just like default, that patch, but I guess it is running through a bunch of stuff already on this channel. Maybe try GateLab on this thing too. Really appreciate GateLab. Before the delay. Let's put it on mono. Yeah, I've heard of Tal Noisemaker. I haven't played with it. This looks cool. Is this another free one? Is this the same people that make... Yeah, Tell Baseline. Yeah, this. I've got this one. Didn't realize they had so much stuff. I'll have to give that a... I'll have to have a play around with that later. Install that thing after this stream, probably. Okay, cool. Let's get a utility. And let's automate. Let's sweep this in and out a bit. Like such. Just not be a dummy about it. Let's start at 0. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, let's... So yeah, we're soothing the high end on that, but I think we actually need to just full on filter the high end on it too. And let's copy the same automation, yeah, onto the voices too. And we could probably filter those down just slightly as well. That's how you make ambient music. You just cut off everything after like 6K. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out. Shaperbox is a very good one, by all accounts. I mean, one of these days, again, when I just have like a ridiculous amount of disposable income lying around, I will get... I want to just buy the whole FabFilter bundle, but that is like ludicrously expensive. They might have like Black Friday deals on it or something. Isotope always has really good Black Friday deals on like bundles of their stuff. But I think in the first instance, I just want to get like maybe just the FabFilter, or maybe, I don't know, Pro Q or Pro L. Pro MB. I mean, they're all just, it's just like, it's such good stuff. But at the same time, I feel like you can get the job done with stock Ableton stuff 90% of the time. All right, let's get this listen from the top again. Wait, can I? Okay, let's do it with a different utility because that one's just cutting. But I'm assuming it's just so powerful being able to use basically VCV Rack as one as one plugin in an effects chain within Ableton. It's just so powerful. Actually, maybe instead of that, we will filter. Maybe start this here too and also filter it in. Oh no, just like that. Let's duplicate that again. And let's preserve quarter notes. Yeah. Just have the drums be a little bit more chilled. We're gonna have to add a whole bunch of transition stuff and probably even mess with this Cardinal patch a bit more at some point. Super chill. All right. That was a fun one. Really enjoying where we got to with this track today. Something a bit different from the usual. I feel like Cardinal just makes things super fun. Just such a powerful plugin. It's a bit abrupt there with that cut, isn't it? And filter the volume down, or filter the Cardinal track down here. But yeah, anyway, I think that's gonna do it for today. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out in the chat, and I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next week. Same time, same place.